Well, I really hate to say it, but almost everyone has retirement wrong. I know this may hurt and it may be a gut punch, but not understanding the reality and instead living in a fantasy world will ensure you never actually get to retire. Everyone is worried about the wrong things that the system and society tells them instead of focusing on the truth, which is exactly what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about that truth to break those limiting beliefs and get you on track to retire. Because what we know about retirement and financial freedom is a complete lie, and that's exactly what this channel is about. It is about exposing that actual truth and getting you to financial freedom and retirement. So make sure you're subscribed if you want that actual truth, because they don't want you to know. So the first thing everyone has wrong is you think retirement is for when you're old. This one honestly is basic and simple. The system basically says, hey, at least here in the US, it says 65 to 70 is kind of when you retire. I understand sometimes the early retirement is 60, but why? Why exactly is that case? Nobody can tell me the actual answer to that. And the reality is there's people retiring at 35, 45, 55, because in the end, the truth is that retirement is strictly a math game, and math does not have age restrictions. It's not age restricted. It's just math. So change your mind right now about what retirement is and what age you need to be in order to retire. It has zero to do with your age, and it has everything to do with the math. The second thing everyone has wrong is you believe the fake dream. Retire on the beach? Well, yeah, that's actually possible, but the actual reality is most people are going to retire right in front of their TV. You think your grandkids and grandkids are going to come over every day for this perfect hallmark moment, but the reality is that's not actually true, and that's not actually what's going to happen in retirement. I'm sure there's somebody out there that has that hallmark moment, but for the vast majority of us, that's what we're chasing, and that's not the actual reality with retirement. Things like luxury travel or just travel in general, having a dream home or having a dream retirement on the beach are possible, but you have to plan for them ahead of time. You cannot wait until you're retired to suddenly come up with a plan for what you're going to do next. Because if you don't have the finances in place to support it, you may think you're going to retire on the beach, but you're just going to be staring at a beach on your TV instead. The third thing everyone gets wrong is you think it will just happen one day. Honestly, guys, this is the one that I hear the most, and it's the most disturbing, to be perfectly honest, because nothing could be further from the truth. When I discuss this with other folks, inevitably they have no concrete plan, no investments beyond their 401k at best. They have no idea or no cash flow coming in at all beyond that from real estate or from other investments. They spend most of the money they have. Even if they contribute to the 401k, they spend almost everything else, and there's nothing concrete there at all for them to lean on. It's just going to happen one day. Having your plan being it's just going to happen one day is the way to absolutely 100% guarantee you will work until you die. And the fifth thing everybody gets wrong is your math is actually wrong. And guys, this one goes both ways. Some folks think they need a lot more in retirement than what they actually need, and so they're basically killing themselves at work trying to get there when they don't actually need that much money. And then there's other folks that are in the exact opposite basket where they think they have enough to retire, but they don't have enough to retire at all. And the reason why their math is so off is for two reasons, really. One, you don't have a plan, and two, you didn't go through and actually do the hard math. You just plugged it into a calculator online or did a simple calculation on a napkin or whatever the case was. Yeah, that generally, I think that'd be enough for me to get by. And you found some calculator or something else to kind of make it look like that's kind of what you need. And you kind of moved on with life. You didn't put in the work to actually figure out exactly what you need, exactly how much taxes you think are going to be in the future, how much is healthcare going to be in the future, how much do you need long-term care, do you need other types of insurances, all those other things like that, that when you're, in your 40s you may not think about, but they're going to be very, very relevant in your 60s, 70s, and 80s. Those all you need to calculate now to understand exactly how much you need then. Don't forget about things like inflation that, obviously we may not see 10% again, but if that wasn't a reality check for everybody that inflation is absolutely going to come for you sooner or later, that right there should tell you all you need to know about the math you're trying to get to and where you're trying to go. You have to account for all of those factors in order to actually get your math correct. The good news is this channel is about alternate routes to financial independence and retiring early. They want you working forever. I want you completely free from this mess. So make sure you're subscribed so you get this information, because they don't want you to have it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.